Well, good morning. Today is Monday, December 26th. It's time for our weekly meeting highlights. Today, it's how to use your gratitude to reach your goals. First off, I wanted to thank Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate. I'm going to leave a link to her channel so you can go over there on Wednesday to see her meeting highlights. I'm having issues with my Weight Watcher app today, and I wasn't able to get the meeting highlights. So Joan was kind enough to send them to me so I could print them off so I could share them with you. With that being said, we always start off with how I did on my weight. Once again, my app is acting up. I couldn't enter it into my app, so I'm going to tell you that I had a 0.4 loss. Now, that's over 3 weeks because I have not weighed myself in 3 weeks. So, but I'm really happy that I had a loss. So a 0.4 loss for Sandy. So we'll go from there. I'm going to be changing up my my meeting highlights just a little bit next week. So I'll explain that next week. So you got to tune into the new year to see what I'm going to be doing a little bit differently. Nothing drastic, but just a little bit different. So 0.4, I'm happy with the 0.4 loss, especially over the holidays. And we'll see how well I do next week because it's going to be another trying week for me. But we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there. So anyway, this is how to use gratitude to reach your goals. It's normal to notice and even dwell on the bumpy parts of your journey. Take time to do these 3 things throughout the week to help boost your happiness and smooth your ride. I know it's been very difficult for me this past couple weeks. We all know I'm a sucker for a homemade cookie, and what are Christmas cookies but homemade cookies? And they're everywhere, and I have no willpower over a store-bought, willpower over a store-bought cookie, not a homemade cookie. And so I have overindulged in desserts over the last couple weeks, almost to the point that I'm kind of sick of them. I know, I never thought that those words would come out of my mouth, but yeah, I am kind of sick of them. I still have a slice of cake left over from Christmas Eve. Not even tempted, not the least bit tempted. And I'm not even, usually I freeze them. I'm not even tempted to freeze it. So I'm heading on the right track. So anyway, these are the things that they tell you to try. Number 1, think about 3 good things that happened to you today. Well, it's kind of early for me today. First good thing, I woke up. You know, sometimes we just take that for granted, that you know, like you're just going to go to bed at night and the next morning you're going to wake up. Some people go to bed at night and they don't wake up the next morning. So always be grateful that you woke up in the morning. Even if you have an ache or a pain or something like that, be thankful. Be very, very thankful. Another thing that I'm thankful for is my friendships that I have. I was able to call Joan, and I knew that she would drop everything and help me, and she did. And so I have the gift of friendship and family. I would conclude them both in the same because I consider my friends my family too. So that's the second thing that I have that I woke up to be happy for. And the third thing is that I have the proper foods in my home to get back on track. I don't have to worry about, well, I got to go to the store to get this or this or this just to get me back on track. I have all the healthy foods I need. I can look past the unhealthy foods because I'm sick of them. I really am kind of sick of them. So those are my 3 things that I'm really happy for. And the second thing that they tell you to do is to write down and add details, where, when, and how or why this happened, who you were with, even what you were wearing or doing. I do keep a journal. I did get journals for Christmas, so that's good. So I'll be able to write down all my thoughts on that. I am going to start next Monday showing you my food again. It does make a difference for me. It really does. I did get a couple cookbooks. I'm not really one for cooking in a cookbook. My mother just like a little bit of this and a little bit of that and throw this in here and throw that in there. That's how I learned how to cook. So when people ask me for my recipes for something, I have to show them how to do it because then they have to figure out from their own way of doing it how much it is because I don't know. I just throw things together and maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. But I think that for me to come up with some good recipes that are really low point, that are good tasting ones, I needed to get some recipe books or cookbooks. So I did get a couple cookbooks for Christmas, which I did ask for, so that was good. So and then like I said, I'm going to try. I always say this, but I'm going to try to change up my eating. I just want to make 2023 a better year than 2022 was. Next year, I'll share my yearly weight losses or gains, whatever I had for the year. Starting from when I joined December 31st, 2016. So I will share with you how I did January 1st of 17, 18, 19, etc. I'll show you how I did for that year. And then it'll help me realize if I'm doing worse than I really thought I was doing, or if I'm doing about the same. Sometimes you just need to do that. And number 3 is reflect. Reflect on how you felt as you experienced each and how you feel now looking back. Like I said, I never hope to take getting up in the morning for granted, number 1. I never want to take my family or friends for granted, because there are so many people out there that just don't have the close bond of friendship or family. I know that some people out there don't have the same relationship with their family like I have. I just wish that upon you, and I pray for you that somehow that can happen for you, because my family is like my greatest treasure on earth. It really is. It's just, I can count on them for anything. I know they say you can't choose you can choose your friends but not your family. I would never choose another family. I love my family. I really do. I mean, there are moments, all families have moments where you think, oh, am I related to that person? Well, but in the thick of it all, you know that I can count on them. I definitely can count on them. I know my voice is a little froggy. I've been doing a lot of talking over the last couple of days, so I'm not sick in any way, shape, or form, so don't worry about me. I know I sound groggy, but it's very early because I'm going to the show with my nieces for Kylie's birthday. We're going to see Puss in Boots, so I had to get up earlier, and I wanted to get this up before I left. So anyway, and then it says to dive a little deeper. Life can be so busy, especially around the holidays and the end of the year, that it's easy to miss reflecting on what went right, your favorite coffee on sale, no line at the gas station, finally perfecting that pie recipe. I reflected on my year, and even though I've gained a lot of weight this year, I had a good year. I really did have a good year. Weight gain aside, I grew closer to my family. I picked up a few more friends. I've stayed healthy for the most part. I mean, everybody has their little allergies and colds and, like a little bit of a touch of a bug or something like that. But all in all, I had a good, healthy year. But pausing to take 5 minutes each week to connect with what's going right in your world, no matter how minor it may seem, can spark feelings of gratitude, and it's a powerful emotion. See, I wouldn't say 5 minutes a week. I would say 5 minutes a day. Everybody's got at least 5 minutes in the day to reflect on what went right that day, or even what went wrong that day. If something went wrong that day, reflect on why it went wrong. Was it something you did? Was it something out of your control? If it was something out of your control, then don't dwell on it. And if it was something that was your fault, think about what you could have done to change the circumstances so that you wouldn't have had that bad moment that day. Nobody's going to have a perfect day every single day of the year. They're just not. There's going to be sadness on some days. There really is, no matter what it is. And you might be ill on a day or something like that. But even on your darkest day, you can always think of something. Today was my sister's birthday. My sister has been gone now for 7 years. It's a sad day for me. It really is, because it just brings back such memories of my sister. We were never allowed to wrap her birthday presents in Christmas paper. We had to wrap, well, we didn't wrap in, we wrapped in the newspaper. we did. Christmas was the only time we ever got Christmas paper. We got like fancy paper, and nobody wanted to rip it open because it was so, sometimes what we would do was we would like open it just ever so carefully so we could fold it up and save it so we could wrap somebody's birthday present in it. Not Sue's, because it was the day after Christmas and she was always going to get comic book paper, just like everybody else. But so it's a sad day for me, but it's also a happy day because I remember all the good memories that I shared with my sister. And I know that she's looking down at me from heaven, taking care of me, watching over me. So I can reflect on that. Not only can practicing gratitude help shift your perspective to the big picture, science shows it increases happiness and improves your ability to overcome challenges and cope with setbacks. All things that serve you well on your weight loss journey. Like I said, I always like to look at a positive in something. I always try to find a positive in a negative situation. I'm not saying I can do it every single time, because sometimes it's really, really hard to do. But I really give it my very best effort to always turn something over. Like I said, this is a sad day because my sister my sister's not here to celebrate it. but it's a happy day because I think of all the happy times we had celebrating her birthday. So always try. I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to work every single time, but I think 9 times out of 10, if you really try to take a negative attitude and try to find one positive thing that can come out of it, your day will go better. By pausing to take 5 minutes each week, like I said, we're changing that to each day, to connect with what's going right in your world, no matter how minor it may seem, can spark feelings of gratitude. And it's a powerful emotion. Not only can practicing gratitude help shift your perspective to the big picture, science shows it increases happiness and improves your ability to overcome challenges and cope with setbacks. I got to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. All things that serve you well on a weight loss journey. Oh, I did say excuse me. Don't stress if focusing on the good doesn't come naturally at first. That's normal. It does kind of come natural to me because I've been doing it my whole life, but I can realize it's for some people it's might be a little bit more difficult. But don't stress about it. If focusing on the good doesn't come naturally at first, that's normal. The more you practice, the easier and even automatic gratitude can become. Plus, connecting now with good things in your life, whether from today or this week or this month or this year, can help energize you and help you with your journey for what's to come in 2023. I actually like everything that they talked about today because it's so much of what I really do believe in. I do believe that gratitude and positivity leads your life into a better perspective of how to face each day. So that's going to do it for today. Like I said, next week, tune in and I'll tell you what my new plans are for 2023. Nothing really drastic, nothing major drastic, but I'm going to change things up a little bit because I'm determined that 2023 is going to be a year of weight loss. I should say weight loss. Make that clear, of weight loss. Because 2022 was not so much a year of weight loss, but 2023 definitely will be for me. And I'm happy with my 0.4 loss. I mean, it was like over 3 weeks. I haven't weighed myself in almost 3 weeks, but it still was a loss. So I'm happy with that. So, but if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. Stay safe, be healthy, be happy, be kind, be really kind. I know my voice is starting to go. People are saying, shut up, Sandy, you talked enough the last 5 days. So anyway, how'd you guys do on your weight loss? I'm knocking things over. How'd you guys do on your weight loss? Hopefully you did well too. And we just got to get through this last week of 2022 and then fierce. That's my word for 2023. Fierce. What is your word for 2023? Now's the time to start thinking about it. Talk to you guys soon. Hope I see you on my daily vlog. If not, next week, back here.